fine? That's nice. So, to start our class, can you please pick up the pieces of paper and plastics under your chair? And then arrange your chairs properly. So now, let's start our morning prayer to be led by Jamela. So, thank you, Jamela, for that wonderful prayer. So now, I am going to check your attendance. So please do report who are absent on your column. So, very good. All of you are present in my class. So, before to formally start our lesson for today, can you still remember what is our topic yesterday? Very good. It is all about our human body parts. So now, to test your knowledge, I have here a chart and I want you to label the parts to its correct name. So, very good. You already mastered our topic yesterday. So now, let's go to our new lesson. So class, can you please close your eyes for me? So what do you see? Yes, all we see are darkness. So it is very hard to if we don't have an eyes. So I have here a story about a blind boy who just got his eyes. So the story goes like this. A 12-year-old kid sang out from the train's window and then yelled, "Father, look, the trees are going behind." After that, father smiled and a youthful couple sitting adjacent took a gander at the 12-year-old's infantile conduct with a feeling sorry for. Then all of a sudden, he again shouted, "Father, look at the clouds! Also, they are running with us." The couple couldn't avoid and finally said to the old man, "May I know for what reason don't you take this child to a decent eye specialist?" The old man grinned and then said, "I did, and we are simply originating from the healing center. So my child was visually impaired from birth. He just got his eyes today." So that ends our short story. So from that story, Marianne, what have you learned in the story? Very good. It is to never judge other people by the way they act because we don't know what is the story behind those. So from that story, what do you think our lesson for today? Very good. It is all about our eyes. So our objectives for today is at the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to first identify the functions of an eye as one of the sense organs. Second, cite the importance of eye in our body. Third, illustrate the parts of an eye. So I have here, so these are the table of contents. These are the topics that we will tackle for today. First is our eyes. These are the important functions of our eye in our body and its part. Then the second is caring for the eyes. These are the do's and don'ts in taking care of the eyes. First is our eye. So I have here a video and I want your class to listen.
Oh, there you are. I was looking for you everywhere. Wonder what I'd do without my eyes. Hey, so why don't we talk about your eyes today? Yes, eyes help you see things, see colors, and see this video too. So, let's talk about how your eyes work. Zoom in. Well, the human eye wants no less than a digital camera. The fact that you see so many things as a process, and I'll tell you what actually happens inside your eyes. This is the cornea. The cornea is the clear front surface of the eye. You know, it actually acts like a camera lens. You could say that this is the window that allows the light to get in. Next comes the iris, which is a thin circular structure in the eye. This works like a camera shutter, deciding what should be the amount of light that enters the eye. It passes the light rays into the back of the eye, called the pupil, which appears as a black hole at the center of the iris. It is the opening through which light enters the eye. Depending on the amount of light, the iris stretches and contracts the pupil, just how the aperture of a camera works. Then comes the lens of the eye, which is just behind the pupil. Okay, do this experiment. Close one eye and bring a pencil close to the eye, which is open. Make sure you can see clearly. Now, bring the pencil close to your eye. Bring it closer, closer. That's right. Now, does it become blurry? Well, this is the job of the lens of your eye. It focuses and defocuses depending on how far the object is from your eye. Now, the light reaches the retina. This acts as an image sensor of a digital camera. Well, in simpler words, it converts the light that you take in into electronic signals. Then the optic nerve of the eye transmits those electronic signals to the brain, which lets you finally see an object. Well, the retina actually perceives the world as upside down, and it is the brain that flips the image back for you. Amazing, isn't it? Trivia time! On an average, a person blinks 70 times in a minute. An eye is composed of more than 2 billion working parts. How I wish our eyes could click photographs and store them inside our heads forever. But I guess they do, in the form of memories. So friends, see the world around you and make lots of memories. Tune in next time for some more fun facts. This is me zooming out. Hey kids, you liked my videos, didn't you? Before.
So, from the video, what have you learned, Aranyas? So, very good. It is all about the parts of our eye, like the cornea, pupil, iris, retina, and optic nerve. So, I have here a flashcards, and I want you to read it loudly. So, first, second, third. Very good. So these are the parts of our eye. So this is an example or a diagram of the eye. So here is the iris, pupil, cornea, lens, retina, and optic nerve. So the parts of an eye. So first, let's tackle cornea. So cornea is a transparent covering of an eye. It's like a clear glass that covers from the front of the eye. So the cornea is this one, the orange part. It is the cornea. So cornea, it is the front portion of the eye. So it is a convex shape and bulge outside. So light enters the eye through the cornea. So first, the light enters in the cornea. Then the second part is the iris. Iris is the colored part of the eye, and it lets just the right amount of light to enter the eye. So the iris can be found in here. These are the two muscles that is made up of iris. So iris, it is a dark muscular diaphragm located just behind the cornea. So after cornea is the iris. So its function is to regulate the amount of light entering the eye by adjusting the size of the pupil. So next is the pupil. So it is a circular hole where the lights enter. So face your seatmates and observe where does the pupil located. Very good. It is located at the center. So when we say pupil, so the size of the pupil decreases or increases depending on the light. So when the high intensity light, for example, from the sun, the size of the pupil decreases. Then next, if there is a low intensity light, for example, from the candle, the size of the pupil decreases. So fun fact. So class, I want you to face your seatmate and observe their pupil. So when a person is alive, the size of the pupil decreases and increases when faced to a light. So when a dead person, if there is a dead person, their pupil will not move even there is a light. So it indicates that if the pupil moves, that person is alive. So back to your seatmate. Observe if their size of pupil changes depending on the light. So does it change? Very good. It changes because they are alive. So next is the lens. It focuses the image we see onto the retina located at the back of the eye. So the retina can be found in here, the purple part in the diagram. So when we say eye lens, so lens can be found in here at the back of the pupil. So eye lens or lens, it is made up of transparent jelly-like substances which is made up of proteins. So it is held in position by the ciliary and suspensory ligaments. So this is the ciliary muscle and this one is the suspensory ligaments. So the ciliary muscle and suspensory ligament adjust the focal length of the eye so that we can see the distant and the nearby objects clearly. So next is the retina. It is like a screen where the image of the object seen is focused. So this is the retina. So a delicate membrane having a large number of light-sensitive cells. So the light-sensitive cells are composed of two types, the rods and cones. So when we say rods, these are the cells that respond to the intensity of light. And when we say cones, this is the cells that respond to the color of objects. So these two sensitive cells helps us to see the objects clearly. And in retina, an inverted real image of the object is formed on the retina. So, for example, I have here this picture, this flashcard. In the retina, it is processed invertedly. So, this flashcard will turn upside down and it will be like this. So that is the job of retina. So, in order to correct it, what part will need to correct it? So it is the optic nerve. So when we say optic nerve, it is the connected to the eye that sends the message to brain to tell about the image seen. So the electrical signals generated by the cells sent to the brain. So the optic nerve are here. There are lots of nerves that sends to the brain in order to correct the inverted picture. So next is the sclera. It is the white outer layer of the eyeball. At the front of the eye, it is continuous with the cornea. So, we are done with the parts of the eyes. So next is taking care of the eyes. So I have here different pictures and I want you to tell me if it shows good or bad taking care of the eyes. So in the first picture, the woman is using a sunglass. So it is good or bad? Very good. It is good. How about the second picture? He puts an eye drop in her eyes. So yes, it is good. How about the third picture? The girl is using a computer without any protective equipment. So yes, it is bad. How about on the third picture? The girl and boy is reading a story in a dark room. Yes, it is bad. How about on the fourth picture? The boy is watching the television very near. Yes, it is also bad. How about the sixth and last picture? The girl is sleeping 7 to 8 hours a day. Yes, it is good. So next, these are the do's and don'ts in taking care of the eyes. So first is the don'ts. Number 1, read and work in a well-lighted places. So we should read books or stories in the well-lighted places that the sunlight or there is a clear light. Second, protect your eyes from bright light. So how we should protect our eyes? Yes, very good. By using a sunglass. And third, adults should wear goggles when working in dirty and dusty places. So why is that? In order for them to prevent the dusty to enter their eyes because it may cause redness. The third is seek a doctor at the first sign of difficulty in reading. So we should consult a doctor whenever we feel uncomfortable or discomfort in our eyes, like difficulty in reading. Fifth, wear goggles when swimming in pools treated with chemicals. So it is very important that we should wear goggles in pools because there are lots of chemicals like chlorine that may affect or harm our eyes. Six is eat a balanced diet. So we should eat nutritious foods like vegetables, fruits, or proteins, but we should have a diet. 7. Wash your eyes with clean water only. Wipe them only with a clean towel. So, cleanliness should be applied in taking care of the eyes. So next are the don'ts or the things we should avoid in order for us to have a healthy eyes. So first, don't look directly at the sun. It may harm your eyes. Yes, looking at the sun directly can harm our eyes because it has a UV rays that may affect our eyes. Second, don't rub your eyes when they get irritated. Yes, it is a big no-no to rub your eyes because it may cause redness in your eyes or may cause serious problems. Then third, don't go near to people who have sore eyes. Yes, we should avoid those people who have sore eyes because it can transmit to us by air. So fourth, don't stay too close to the television or computer monitor. So we should not stay close to the computer because of the radiation that might affect our eyes. Second, don't share towels. 6. Don't read in a moving vehicles because this can affect our eyes. So why do we need to have an eye? Minyo. Very good. This because an eye is very important for us to see different things. So how do you take care of our eyes? Mira. Very good. So for your activity, I want you to connect the dots to create a figure. Afterwards, color it. So, this one, you should color it. So, here is the activity. So, for your formative assessment, I want you to answer this. The direction is label the parts indicated in the number. The answers can be found in the box. So, the structure of the eyes is labeled by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, the answers can be found here in the box. So, here it is. So, very good. All of you got perfect, so you really listened to my discussion. So, for your summative assessment, so I want you to match the part of the eye in column A to its function from column B. So, here are the parts of an eye: iris, lens, retina, optic nerve, and cornea. So, I want you to match it to its function. So, here it is. So do you have any questions, clarifications about our lesson today? No? So very good. So you really understand the lesson. So for your assignment, in making this assignment, you should have a long bond paper. So provide or bring a long bond paper. And you will draw an eye, and after that, you will label each part. So in making this activity, I want you to be creative. Use coloring materials or any things that you can see in your house that will beautify your work. So the deadline will be on Monday. So here are the rubrics that you should follow in order for you to have a perfect score. So following assignment direction, creativity, labels, and neatness. So our goal is to have an excellent which corresponds to 5 points. So, are you good, class? So, thank you, class, for listening today. So, see you and goodbye.